God knows you miss someone who is no longer here. He knows about those mornings when you wake up and, for a brief moment, you forget they are gone. He knows about that pain that comes rushing back when reality hits you again. He sees those nights when you lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, remembering their voice, their laughter, the way they used to say your name. God knows every single tear you have cried in silence, every time you reached for the phone to call them and then remembered you cannot anymore. He knows about that chair that stays empty now. That place at the table where they used to sit. He knows you still cook their favorite meal sometimes, even though they are not here to taste it. He knows you keep their things close because letting go feels like losing them all over again. God sees you holding on to that shirt that still carries their scent, that photograph you look at every single day, those letters you read over and over because their handwriting makes them feel near again. He knows about the guilt you carry, the words you wish you had said, the time you wish you had spent differently, the last conversation that keeps playing in your mind, making you wonder if they knew how much you loved them. God knows you replay those final days, those final hours, asking yourself if you could have done something more, said something better, held on a little longer. He sees that weight on your heart, that burden you carry alone in the quiet moments when no one else is watching. He knows about the anger too, the questions that have no answers. Why them? Why now? Why this way? God knows you have cried out in the darkness, asking Him why He took them away when you still needed them so much. He knows about those moments when faith feels far away, when prayer feels empty, when you wonder if He is even listening anymore. And still, He stays close. Even when you push Him away with your anger and your pain, He stays right there beside you, holding you up when you feel like falling apart. God knows you miss their voice calling your name. Their arms around you when the world felt too heavy. Their wisdom when you did not know which way to turn. He knows you miss the little things most of all. The way they made their coffee. The sound of their footsteps in the hallway. The jokes only the two of you understood. Those ordinary moments that felt so small back then but now feel like the most precious treasures you will never hold again. He knows you look for signs of them everywhere. In the songs on the radio. In the sunset they loved so much. In the flowers they used to plant in the garden. You search for them in dreams, hoping to see their face one more time, hear their voice telling you everything will be all right. And sometimes, in those quiet moments, you feel something. A whisper in your heart. A warmth you cannot explain. A peace that passes all understanding. That is God reminding you that love never dies, that the bond you shared goes beyond this earthly life. He knows you wonder where they are now. If they are at peace. If they remember you the way you remember them. If they know how much you still love them, how much you still need them, how the world feels so much colder without them in it. God wants you to know that they are safe in His arms now. Free from pain, free from suffering, free from all the struggles of this broken world. They are home now, truly home, in a place where there are no more tears, no more goodbyes, no more darkness. And one day, when your time comes, you will see them again. You will hold them again. You will hear them say your name again. But until that day comes, God is asking you to keep living. Not to forget them, never to forget them, but to honor their memory by choosing life, by choosing hope, by choosing to believe that this pain you feel right now is not the end of your story. He is asking you to trust that He has a purpose for your life, even in this season of grief, even when you cannot see it yet. He is asking you to let Him carry this burden with you because it is too heavy for you to bear alone. God knows you feel broken. He knows you wonder if you will ever feel whole again. He knows you look at other people laughing and living their lives, and you wonder how the world can just keep turning when yours has stopped completely. But He is whispering to your heart right now, telling you that brokenness is not the end. That even in your deepest pain, He is working something beautiful in you. That your tears are not wasted. That your grief matters. That the love you carry for the one you lost is a testament to the precious gift they were in your life. He sees you trying so hard to be strong for everyone else. Putting on a smile when you feel like screaming. Saying you are fine when you are falling apart inside. Going through the motions of daily life when every single step feels impossible. God knows you are exhausted from pretending, tired of being brave, weary from carrying this sorrow day after day. And He wants you to know that you do not have to be strong all the time. You can fall apart in His presence. You can cry until you have no tears left. You can tell Him exactly how you feel, even the ugly parts, even the angry parts, even the parts that feel too dark to speak out loud. He can handle all of it. He will not turn away from you. He will not judge you. He will simply hold you close and let you rest in His love. If this message is touching your heart right now, if you feel like these words were written just for you, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and leave a like on this video. Your support helps us reach more people who need to hear that they are not alone in their grief, that God sees them, that He has not forgotten them. Share this with someone who needs this reminder today. God knows you are doing the best you can. He knows some days you can barely get out of bed. He knows some nights you cry yourself to sleep. He knows you are fighting a battle that no one else can see, carrying a weight that no one else can feel. And He is so incredibly proud of you for still being here, for still trying, for still choosing to take one more breath, one more step, one more day. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you know. And you are never, ever alone in this journey through grief. He is walking beside you in every moment. In the valley of shadows, He is your light. In the storm of sorrow, He is your anchor. In the depths of despair, He is your hope. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. And one day, when you look back on this season of your life, you will see His footprints right next to yours, carrying you through the darkest nights, holding you together when you thought you would completely fall apart. Trust Him. Lean on Him. Let Him be your strength when you have none left of your own. There are moments when the grief hits you out of nowhere. You could be driving down the road, washing the dishes, or standing in line at the store, and suddenly a memory comes flooding back so powerful it takes your breath away. You see something that reminds you of them. You hear a song you used to listen to together. You pass by a place where you made memories that now feel like they belong to another lifetime. And in that instant, the pain is as fresh as the day you lost them. God knows about these moments. He knows how grief does not follow a schedule, how it does not ask permission before it washes over you like a wave you never saw coming. He knows you have tried to move forward. You have tried to find joy again, to laugh again, to live again. And some days you do. Some days you wake up and the sun feels a little warmer. You smile at something and realize it is genuine. You go hours without thinking about them, and for a moment, life feels almost normal again. But then the guilt comes crashing in. How dare you feel happy when they are gone? How dare you smile when they cannot? How dare you keep living when their life was cut short? God sees this battle inside your heart, this war between wanting to heal and feeling like healing means forgetting. And He wants you to know that moving forward is not the same as moving on. Living again is not the same as leaving them behind. The love you have for them does not disappear just because they are no longer here. That love is still real. It still matters. It still has a place in your life. God gave you that love as a gift, and nothing, not even death itself, can take that gift away from you. The memories you made together are treasures that belong to you forever. The lessons they taught you still guide your steps. The love they poured into your life still flows through your veins. They help shape who you are today, and that is something death cannot erase. So when you feel guilty for laughing, for living, for finding moments of peace and joy, remember this. They would want you to be happy. They would want you to live fully. They would want you to honor their memory not by staying frozen in grief, but by embracing the life you still have ahead of you. God knows there are days when you talk to them. Out loud or in your heart, you tell them about your day. You share your struggles, your victories, your fears. You ask them for advice the way you used to do. You tell them you love them, you miss them, you wish they could see how life has changed since they left. Some people might think this is strange, but God understands. He knows that love does not end when someone takes their last breath. He knows that the connection you had with them transcends the boundaries of this physical world. So talk to them if it brings you comfort. Remember them with joy, not just with tears. Celebrate the time you had together, instead of only mourning the time you lost. But God also knows there are days when remembering hurts too much. Days when you need to put their pictures away for a while because looking at their face makes the pain unbearable. Days when you avoid certain places, certain songs, certain conversations because they cut too deep. Days when you just want to forget, to stop feeling, to be numb for a little while because the sadness is exhausting. And that is okay too. Grief is not a straight line. It does not follow rules. It ebbs and flows like the tide, sometimes gentle and manageable, sometimes overwhelming and fierce. You do not have to grieve the right way because there is no right way. You do not have to heal on anyone else's timeline. You do not have to be further along than you are right now. God is patient with you. He gives you permission to feel whatever you need to feel in each moment. He does not rush you. He does not tell you to get over it or move on already. He simply sits with you in your pain, offering His presence, His comfort, His peace. He catches every tear you cry. He hears every prayer you whisper in the middle of the night. He feels every ache in your heart as if it were His own. And slowly, gently, in His perfect timing, He begins to heal the broken places inside you. Not by erasing the pain, but by teaching you how to carry it with grace. Not by making you forget, but by helping you remember with gratitude instead of only with sorrow. He is showing you that it is possible to hold both grief and joy in the same heart. To miss someone deeply and still find reasons to smile. To carry the weight of loss and still discover moments of lightness and laughter. To honor the past while stepping bravely into the future. This is the beautiful, complicated, messy reality of being human. We are capable of feeling so many things at once. We can be sad and grateful, broken and hopeful, lonely and surrounded by love. God created us with hearts big enough to hold all of these emotions, and He walks with us as we learn to navigate this new normal we never asked for. If you are watching this video right now and these words are speaking directly to your soul, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. It helps this message reach others who are walking through the valley of grief, others who need to know they are not alone, that God sees them, that healing is possible even when it feels impossible. Your support means the world. God knows you wonder if the pain will ever truly go away. If there will come a day when you can think of them without crying, remember them without that crushing weight on your chest. The truth is, the pain may never completely disappear. But it will change. It will soften. It will become something you can live with instead of something that threatens to destroy you. The grief will always be part of your story, but it will not always be the whole story. There will come a day when you can speak their name without your voice breaking. When you can look at their picture and smile at the memories instead of only crying at the loss. When you can feel their absence but also feel gratitude for the time you had together. And God will be with you every step of that journey. In the bad days and the good days. In the steps forward and the steps backward. In the moments when you feel like you are drowning and the moments when you finally catch your breath again. He will never leave your side. He will never stop loving you. He will never stop working all things together for your good, even the painful things, even the things that feel like they could only ever be bad. He has a plan for your life that includes this loss, this pain, this season of grief. And somehow, in ways you cannot understand right now, He will use it to make you stronger, deeper, more compassionate, more aware of what truly matters in the short life we have been given. There is something God wants you to understand about the person you lost. Their time here was not wasted. Their life mattered. Every moment they spent on this earth had purpose and meaning. Every smile they shared, every word of encouragement they spoke, every act of kindness they showed left ripples in this world that will continue long after they are gone. They touched lives in ways they probably never even knew. They made a difference. They mattered. And the fact that you miss them so deeply is proof of how much love they brought into your life. That love was real. That love was sacred. That love was a gift from God Himself. He is asking you now to let that love live on through you. To carry forward the lessons they taught you. To honor their memory not by staying stuck in sadness, but by living in a way that would make them proud. What did they value most? Was it family? Was it kindness? Was it faith? Was it laughter? Was it helping others? Take those values and make them part of how you live each day. When you show love to your family, you honor them. When you extend kindness to a stranger, you honor them. When you choose faith over fear, you honor them. When you find joy in the simple things, you honor them. This is how their legacy continues. This is how their light keeps shining even though they are no longer here to carry it themselves. God knows you still have questions that will never be answered on this side of heaven. Why did they have to suffer? Why were they taken so soon? Why did prayers for healing go unanswered? Why does life feel so unfair, so cruel, so senseless sometimes? These questions are heavy. They keep you awake at night. They shake your faith to its very foundation. And God does not expect you to have all the answers. He does not expect you to understand His ways because His ways are higher than our ways, His thoughts higher than our thoughts. What He does ask is that you trust Him even when you cannot trace Him. That you believe He is good even when life feels anything but good. That you hold on to faith even when everything in you wants to let go. Because here is what God knows that you cannot see yet. He knows the end from the beginning. He sees the full picture while you only see this one painful chapter. He knows how this story continues beyond the grave, beyond this temporary world, into eternity where everything broken will be made whole again. He knows that this life, as long as it may seem to us, is just a breath compared to forever. He knows that the separation you feel right now is temporary. The goodbye you said was not forever. It was just for now. Just for this little while until you meet again in a place where there will be no more death, no more crying, no more pain, no more goodbyes. Imagine that moment. Imagine when your time comes and you step into eternity. Imagine seeing them again, whole and healthy and filled with joy. Imagine running into their arms, feeling their embrace, hearing them say they have been waiting for you. Imagine all the things you will talk about, all the time you will have together with no clock ticking, no endings looming, no fear of ever losing each other again. That is the hope God offers you today. Not a false hope that pretends death does not hurt, but a real hope that promises death does not have the final word. Love does. Life does. God does. Until that day comes, He is calling you to live with purpose, to make your life count, to use the time you have been given to love deeply, forgive freely, and hold nothing back. Because if losing someone you love has taught you anything, it is that life is precious and fragile and far too short to waste on things that do not matter. You know now what truly matters. Not money or success or what other people think of you. What matters is love. What matters is connection. What matters is being present with the people who are still here, still breathing, still sitting across from you at the dinner table or calling you on the phone or needing to hear that you care. Do not make the mistake of taking them for granted. Do not assume you will always have tomorrow to say the things that need to be said today. Tell the people you love that you love them. Hug them a little longer. Listen to them a little more carefully. Be patient with their flaws and generous with your forgiveness. Make memories that will comfort you when they are gone instead of regrets that will haunt you. This is one of the gifts that grief brings, painful as it is. It opens your eyes to what you might have missed before. It teaches you to cherish the ordinary moments because you now know how extraordinary they truly are. God is also calling you to find your purpose in this pain. To let your story of loss become a story of hope for someone else. There are people all around you who are grieving silently, suffering alone, feeling like no one understands what they are going through. You understand. You have walked this road. You know how dark the valley can be. And your presence, your compassion, your willingness to sit with someone in their pain without trying to fix it or rush them through it, can be a lifeline for them. God can use your broken pieces to help mend the broken hearts of others. He can take your deepest pain and turn it into your greatest ministry. Before this video ends, if this message has brought you comfort, if it has reminded you that you are not alone, that God sees you, that there is hope even in your deepest grief, Please subscribe to this channel and leave a like. Share this video with someone who needs to hear these words today. Let us build a community of people who support each other, encourage each other, and remind each other that faith is stronger than fear, hope is stronger than despair, and love is stronger than death. God wants you to know that He is proud of you. Proud that you are still here. Proud that you keep getting up each morning even when it would be easier to stay in bed. Proud that you keep putting one foot in front of the other even when you cannot see where the path is leading. Proud that you keep choosing life, keep choosing faith, keep choosing to believe that this pain has a purpose even when you cannot see it yet. You are not weak because you grieve. You are strong because you love. And that love, that beautiful, powerful, eternal love, is what will carry you through. So today, right now, in this moment, release your grip on the pain just a little bit. Not to forget. Not to stop loving. But to let God carry some of the weight that has been crushing you. Give Him your broken heart and let Him begin to heal it in His way and in His time. Give Him your questions and trust that one day, in His presence, all things will make sense. Give Him your fears and let Him replace them with peace that surpasses understanding. Give Him your grief and let Him transform it into something beautiful, something meaningful, something that brings glory to His name and comfort to your soul. The person you lost would want you to be happy. They would want you to live fully. They would want you to find peace. So honor them by doing exactly that. Live the life they can no longer live. Laugh the laughs they can no longer laugh. Love the people they can no longer hold. And know that somewhere beyond the veil, in the presence of God, they are cheering you on. They are proud of you. They are at peace. And they are waiting for the day when you will be reunited, never to be separated again. God knows you miss them. He always will know. But He also knows that you are going to be okay. Not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day. One day the sun will shine a little brighter. The grief will feel a little lighter. The memories will bring more smiles than tears. And you will realize that somehow, through all the pain and all the darkness, God kept His promise. He never left you. He never forsook you. He carried you when you could not walk. He held you when you were falling apart. He whispered hope into your heart when all you could feel was despair. So hold on. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Keep loving. Because the best is yet to come. Not just in this life, but in the life to come where every tear will be wiped away, every broken heart will be mended, every goodbye will be turned into a glorious hello that lasts forever. Until that day, walk with God. Let Him be your strength, your comfort, your hope. And remember always that the love you carry for the one you lost is a gift that death cannot steal. It is yours forever. And it connects you to them still, across time, across space, across the thin veil between this world and the next. They are not truly gone. They are just waiting on the other side, in the arms of a loving God, until you come home too.